Okay, I have sunflower oil up because this is one of the inflammatory oils. I did a post not long ago regarding the canola oil, and that's another one. And the whole point of me sharing this information about the oils and sugars and things like that is because I want to give you information on how you can protect your body from harm. That's essentially what it is, okay? So, as I mentioned earlier in the other post, the main source of inflammation with these various oils comes through the manufacturing process. For example, the canola oil. So, through the canola oil manufacturing, a large amount of vitamins and fibers are removed, and many additional compounds that our bodies can't digest are added. And our body then perceives these as invaders and it starts to fight them because, as I said before, our body is meant to survive. It doesn't care about anything. It's built to survive, and it's going to do all it has to do in order to make that happen. So it's going to pull from the resources in various parts of our bodies that are supposed to be used for other things. Okay, so another reason we don't want to use the inflammatory oils is because of the polyunsaturated fat, or PUFA. That's another way to remember it. Polyunsaturated fat. Our bodies need a small level of omega 3 and 6 through seeds and nuts, etc. Yet, if we add large amounts of omega 6s, for example, through these oils, and are in lack of the omega 3s, all of a sudden our body is exposed to a lot of inflammation without the byproduct of to mitigate it. Okay, so without the byproduct to mitigate it. I got tongue tied there. So a lot of times, like, we might not, I used to look at the back of like the labels and I'm like, oh, sunflower oil, okay, canola oil, vegetable oil, okay, palm oil. This is okay. This is natural because after all, this is made from sunflowers, blah, blah, blah. And I had no idea. And I'm not a huge fan. My favorite nut is pistachio. But I don't always reach for those, you know what I'm saying? I don't always reach for, almonds and things, walnuts and all that. It's just never been my favorite. But now I can tear up a bag of pistachios, but I don't always have them, and it's not always something that I want. So, I might reach for a bag of chips, for example. I enjoy tortilla chips. Like, that's the one thing, like, oh my gosh. But on the back of the bag, what do you see there? All of these oils. It's one or more of these oils. Okay, so anyway, so when our immune system needs to fight a virus or a bacteria or anything else, it uses the energy stored through fat cells. And when these fat cells are full of omega 6 only, it's as if you're fighting a fire by putting gasoline on it. And that just creates more problems. Okay, so where do we find these oils? Of course, in cooking, dips, dressing, mayonnaise, canned soups, vegan products, restaurants. And because it's vegan doesn't mean that it's healthy. And that's a mistake a lot of people make. What I'm finding with a lot of vegan items that are produced, there are things that are taken out, but then there are things that are added in. So you're taking out the meat aspect and anything that's a meat product, but then there's other stuff added, like just hidden things that make people sick, sugars and inflammatory oils, etc. And I'm not saying this for all things, but I know a lot of people who opted to go vegan and they weren't necessarily totally plant-based and wholesome, if you will. So you can find any of the vegetable oils in your home and you can see which products you might want to remove. And as I said before, baby steps. Some people can, dive right in and just go hard with the thing. But then there's some people who, there's lots of information out here, and before you know it, a lot of the things that you enjoy, you're removing from your diet. And you don't have to just do a cold turkey on everything. This information is provided to you so that you are informed. You can pass this on to your friends and family, and they can be informed, and everybody can just bit by bit get healthier and healthier and get stronger and stronger. Okay, so here are the 9 vegetable oils. Now, I like what is it? Antonym? Whatever. I don't want to even, the grammar. I like to remember crisp. Okay, so CRSP. Crisp. C would be canola oil, cottonseed oil, corn oil. R, rapeseed oil, rice bran oil. Okay. S, soybean oil, sunflower oil, which is what you see here. I love sunflower, so I wanted to show this. And safflower oil. And then P, palm oil. I will include a graphic shortly, within the next few days with that information so that you can access it, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. But in the meantime, this is the information I wanted to share with you guys. And thanks for hanging in there. Give this video a heart so that I know that you saw it. Or you can even comment on it and let me know what items you found in your pantry that you are surprised that had these oils in it. Okay, until the